Did you see that? Crawford in trouble. And right back into the fray.
Now they've got to wake up. They've got to get on the back foot, clear the head a little bit, then jump back into it again. It's all about the hustle. Get back on it.
How about that time counter shot? And he scores with the counter. Final 10 seconds here, and this has not been his round for sure. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. Well, if this trainer has a pep... There's the bell to start round 4. They barely survived the last round after 2 knockdowns. Let's see what happens here.
2 knockdowns in that last round. There'll be sheer panic in that corner. What do? Do they throw the towel in? Do they let him come back out again? Because they know their fighter is like a lamb to the slaughter.
Good counter punch. Hook doesn't land. Good defense on that right hook. Which fighter will say no mas? Nice counter shot. Getting up from that. It is a clean knockout. Thank goodness we've got instant replay. We get to see it again.
I need to see that again.
It happened. You saw it here.
My castle of sand, waiting on the battle sword, handle all in my hand. The war force is mortal with my door with demands, more important than the fortune that you poured in my pan. From freestyling to recording advance, can you please reinforce all my borders and bands? I should have put it towards some plans.
His Excellency Turki Al Sheikh is ringside for this massive event here tonight at the Kingdom Arena in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia. Alongside me, Johnny Nelson.
Looking forward to this one, Todd.
Time for our tale of the tape. Tyson Fury, this multi-time heavyweight champion of the world, fighting out of Manchester, England. He'll beat you down and then sing to you afterwards. Muhammad Ali coming off that stunner.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. In the red corner, from Manchester, England, and standing at 6 feet 9 inches, here is a sensational heavyweight champion of the world, the Gypsy King, Tyson Fury. Fighting out of the blue corner, introducing in this corner, undefeated in his campaign with a record of 20 wins, no losses, 16 wins coming by way of knockout. The renowned U.S. Olympic gold medalist and the newly crowned heavyweight champion of the world, the Louisville Lip, Muhammad Ali.
What a pleasure to be in this unique environment. Every seat has been taken for tonight's match.
All right, Todd, all I can say, heaven on earth. Heaven on earth.
So a capacity crowd here for this one. We've been waiting a long time for this matchup. Here we go. So here we go. Should be a good one. No rest for the weary. He threw a punch and just got countered. Perfect counter shot. And missed with that jab. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. These two have been going at it on social media, and now finally they're about to go at it in the ring.
You have some fighters that are big show, big arena fighters, and they bask in this, they love this, they are born for this. You have other fighters where this would be like the rabbit in the headlights.
Those who thought this would be a mismatch, you are sorely wrong.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
Beautiful counter punch. Big whiff with the right hook. There's a counter shot. Nice defense on that hook. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. That hook is parried away. How about that time counter shot? Good counter. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Talk about fury in that last round. Talk about a one-sided 3 minutes. And there's the bell to start round two. Last round, complete domination. Let's see what we have in store for us here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Punch caught him clean. When you're fighting a counterpuncher, the feint can be such a good weapon. Pretend you're going to punch, make the counterpuncher throw a punch, and then you counter them.
Todd, I understand what you're saying, but you've got to be on this. You've got to be on it. You've got to be a pro. You've got to think right. Concentrate.
And he scores with the counter. Got out of the way that right hook. Done with that counter shot. Halfway through the round, and I don't know who's got the advantage. Great stuff.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. We wanted action, and they are giving us action. Punching. When are we going to see a jab from these two? Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Talk about fury in that last round. Well, this is the time that the trainer needs to come in and say something special. This fighter needs to turn the Let's get it started in round three. Not the start that they wanted, but let's see what they can do in this round.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Just when you think they're going to have a lull in the action, we get it heated back up. Good looking right hook, but that was blocked. Got to let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. Very competitive round here so far.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
This with that jab. Walk away from each other and then run right back into trouble. Those counter punches have to hurt. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Fury in that last round. And a round that seemed like an eternity for them finally on to the fourth we go. Well, they got battered last round. How do they turn their fortunes around?
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
Both men step back for just a moment. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. You'd like to see more jabs. Can they figure out the combination to this safe?
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Nice counter. Insane action. Shot. Right when you think the pace will slow down, it picks up. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Fury in that last round. That bell could not have come soon enough for this guy.
Wow, it's like two different leagues.
You want to take that confidence away.
On to the fifth we go. That corner has got to find a way to get some momentum behind their fighter.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you, and that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
When you're a power puncher, you're not as concerned with how many punches you throw. It's about how many you land and how hard they are.
I've seen certain fighters that can depend on just their power alone. Forget tactics. They know the second they touch you, it's done. That's where the confidence comes from.
He's putting the pedal to the metal, but has to be careful that he doesn't run out of gas. Halfway through the round, and man, these two are going at it.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. It's just like a match made in heaven.
You would not want to be hit by this guy, trust me. That counter shot lands. They threw the hook, it didn't land. When someone punches that hard, you don't want to trade shots. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Fury in that last round. Well, we're entering desperation mode here. Going to need a knockout.
You know, I've been in fights like that. When you think...
There's the bell to start round 6. Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here.
Now he knows he's been hurt. He's going to come out and put the pressure on. He's going to throw the kitchen sink at you. You've got to be ready for that. Don't fight fire with fire. Hold him off. Be smart because he's going to try and put you under pressure. He knows your legs have gone. He knows your head's not cleared. Be sharp.
How nervous would you get when you know you're facing a big puncher like this that can seriously hurt you?
This could be really intimidating, Todd, if you know somebody's got the punch power. So
oh my God, Johnny! Oh, and Tyson Fury just got rocked! This could be it! Tyson Fury, one of the great heavyweight champions! Punch, counter punch. He needs to be careful not to punch himself out. Some real good back and forth between these two fighters.
they're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Do you believe what we are seeing? Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Nobody home with that hook. Tried to score with a jab. Down goes Fury! We need to see that again. Some amazing boxing right there.
I've got to see that again.
Let's talk about Fury in that last round. Let's see how the game plan... Here comes round 7. His eyes look pretty clear here, Johnny. How do you think he's going to do after being knocked down in the last round?
What a knockdown. 1 minute. You need 1 hour to get over a shot like that. Now it's down to conditioning. Now it's down to mental strength and preparation. It's how you are going to deal with this.
Tyson Fury just got buzzed. His eyes don't look good. Body language is... It's okay to take a knee.
Best thing the fighter did. Otherwise, you know what? Pride's going to get you knocked out.
6, 7, 8.
And And you knew this was coming. They're going to take a knee.
That must have really dented the ego. You don't want your opponent to see you do that.
Swing and a miss with that jab. Catch and shoot. Generally speaking, you don't watch heavyweights to see a boxing match. You want to see a fist fight.
I've seen some fighters with a granite chin. You can hit them with a sledgehammer, they are not going to move. But then I've seen some mad punchers with a chin like a crisp. As soon as you touch them, they're gone. And this is the danger spot.
This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Fury in that last round. Well, he is great. There's the bell to start round 8. After that last round, something has got to change.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up, just until your head clears.
Oh my goodness, Johnny! Tyson Fury just got rocked! Do you believe this? And it appears the onslaught is over, at least for now.
Got caught sleeping on the job. What do? You step back, steady yourself, recompose yourself, then boom, back into it. But do not make those mistakes. This is the wrong place to fall asleep.
That hook was off target. And Tyson Fury just got clipped. The big fella might be in big trouble. Somehow weathered the storm.
3 days now needs to steady the pace. Get the pace back to normal.
This has been a very competitive round between these two.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Timing beats speed, speed beats power. Nice counter shot. Hook misses. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. A pretty lopsided.
Real generals back in the building. Trust. Tell a man ease up. Getting my peas up, won't get a feel up. Is she in feeler? Food in the freezer. Them man try step with the heater. That's why my G's them roll with a squeezer. Expensive gas for the meter. Call me the teacher. True man I leading, call me a leader. Getting my peas up, won't get a feel up. Is she in feeler? Food in the freezer. Them man try step with the heater. That's why my G's them roll with a squeezer. Expensive gas for the meter. Call me the teacher. True man I leading, call me a leader. Pull up on a set, I might let man know what time that this is. If man move wicked, make man swim with the sharks and fishes. Respect my wishes, got bare creps and I step like kisses. And my fit stay clean like dishes. That's why gal wanna give man kisses. Gal wanna give man hugs. I don't drink and I don't do drugs. I used to wear my heart on a sleeve. That's why nowadays man I don't do love. Fake love might get a man killed. Fake love might get a man drilled. I had to tell them let a man heal. Tell a man ease up. Getting my peas up, won't get a feel up. Is she in feeler? Food in the freezer. Them man try step with the heater. That's why my G's them roll with a squeezer. Expensive gas for the meter. Call me the teacher. True man I leading, call me a leader. down for the anarchy. Them man I sing to the feds like Valerie. Any violations, man I see casualty. Even my manager still can't manage me. Non-stop working down for the salary. Every day in gym burning a calorie. Deep meditation, man can't channel me. I told them man recently, man's been on the deepest frequency. Girls that I love keep on leaving me. When I die they'll keep on grieving me. Gotta deal with this thing evenly. Gotta live this life, just breathe with me. Bad man can't make peace with me. Sit at the table and eat with me. Tell a man ease up. Getting my peas up, won't get a feel up. Is she in feeler? Food in the freezer. Them man try step with the heater. That's why my G's them roll with a squeezer. Expensive gas for the meter. Call me the teacher. True man I leading, call me a leader. Getting my peas up, won't get a feel up. Is she in feeler? Food in the freezer. Them man try step with the heater. That's why my G's them roll with a squeezer. Expensive gas for the meter. Call me the teacher. True man I leading, call me a leader.
Yeah, that hate, the grind, the sweat, the blood, the time, my motivation. I work too hard, too long, and not be in the conversation. My team been up, way up, ain't nothing less than domination. I got the game and say with lock and key in combination. Keep it gold and high sight, don't focus on what's hindsight. Sleeping on me, tell them night, night, it's my time in a bright light. Don't ever band on mine and keep it pushing, don't ever give them a sound. They will let me when you shining, but they wanna talk about you when you down. Motivation, all that hating that they doing, motivation. Staying winning, nothing less, ain't no consolation. Used to tell me that I couldn't, that's my motivation. Yeah, my motivation, motivation. All this money on my mind, that's my motivation. You be talking, but you not up in the conversation. They all wanting me to stop, that's my motivation. Yeah, my motivation. Yeah, bad time that I came through and I got one for the boy. Hey, now I'm finna ball out, step back, shoot for the score. Hey, if I had a penny for everyone doubted me, I'll make $1 million a month off a salary. Picture me rolling, go look at the gallery. I've been eating now, look at the calories. No, I've been out up on the road, trying to make it to my goals. Had a lot of friends in the past when I quit on me, had a fold. I remember being told, son, don't ever say it's so. For the girls, for the cars, for the fame, for the riches, for the gold. Yeah, I've been chasing material things, I've been chasing my dreams. Stay close to the team, I don't ever need no reason to leave. Heard the birds in the trees, telling me it is a breeze. As you can see, I do it with ease, wanna make it then believe.